I have, one moment. Mr. Copeland? Come on up.
He's been so good.
Yep. Mr. Copeland, is this his first name or his last name?
That's his first name.
Copeland, how are you today?
Good.
All right. Well, thank you for being so patient. You're here to testify on House Bill 5798, right? Well, you have the floor. You go ahead and tell us what you think. Go ahead and speak into the microphone.
Yes, I feel like it's a good idea to build a house.
All right.
We agree.
Well, thank you very much for that. Do you have anything else to add?
No.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How old are you?
6.
Well, thank you for coming up here. You're getting a lesson in civics today. Thanks, Dad, for bringing him up.
Thank you. He's
Appreciate
teaching
it.
me a lesson in patience.
All right. Would you like to say anything regarding this
I would
legislation?
if I could, Mr.
Go
Chairman.
right ahead.
I want to thank this committee. I want to thank the General Assembly. I want to thank the Speaker. I want to thank Chair Speakman. What we've seen in Rhode Island over the last several years is a serious and thoughtful response to the housing crisis. This year is no different. I'm very grateful for all of your work. I think that both the Speaker and Chair Speakman's packages, the Speak packages, are phenomenal, and I support all of them. I want to very quickly say, townhomes is how you get starter homes again. They do not exist anymore. Townhomes is how you do it. For what it's worth, my job is sometimes the government agencies hire me, planning boards, zoning boards, municipalities, sometimes developers hire me, sometimes just regular homeowners hire me as the attorney to fix whenever it's really difficult to get housing done. So I have a pretty good idea of why things don't work because that's when my phone rings. Whenever anyone has any questions about what's working, what isn't, what will happen if a bill goes through or doesn't go through, please don't be shy about reaching out. I could talk about this stuff all day. I won't torture you tonight. So the townhomes is really how we get to those starter homes again. And also another phenomenon is that, as people are become empty nesters, right? And like my parents, they live in a very large house still. There's nowhere for them to go. So families can't move into that, right? So they can't move out, so a family can't move in. So that's another phenomenon. There's not just one step to a housing market. There's always a second and third and fourth step to consider. So creating housing opportunities for people who wish to downsize is actually a great way to get family homes on the market because they're leaving family homes in order to do that. The bill I want to spend an extra second on, if I could, I apologize, the residential and commercial areas, that's such an unbelievable no-brainer. Like literally all of our favorite neighborhoods are that, and they're illegal to build. So I really enjoyed Chair Craven's presentation on that. I thought he was absolutely spot on. The Bill 5799, when you read it, I think for a lot of us, it will start to make your head spin a little bit, and you're wondering, what is this all about? It feels very wonky. The easiest way to understand this in the whole world is you can build the same exact type of thing that already exists in the neighborhood. So if you go to a planning or a zoning meeting and you're sitting there wondering why on earth someone needs a variance for this, they want the same exact thing everyone else in the neighborhood has, this bill corrects that. When every single house in the neighborhood is a 4,000 square foot lot and I have an 8,000 square foot lot, I should probably be able to build the same single family home as everyone else in the neighborhood. It's very commonly illegal. One of my favorite cases I worked on recently is I was working to build a duplex in a neighborhood of duplexes, and my lot was 3 times the size, 3 times larger than every other lot in the neighborhood. It took me 2 years, and I had to sue in Superior Court in order to do it. So I think a really good rule of thumb is, are we doing a good job in terms of the laws associated with building housing? If 2 guys in a truck can build a home, you're doing a good job. If my phone is ringing, we're not there yet. The second a lawyer is hired in order to get housing online, it's a really strong probability that it's an expensive build. That's why you see luxury homes get built, because you need a lawyer in order to build a single family home. So I would love to be put out of business. I would love to see a lot of these things become a lot easier, much more straightforward. But I think the number one thing to take away from Bill 5799 is it's like the most basic gimme, I don't understand why we're applying for a variance here type application. It is the stuff that every single person that looks at the variance application, the subdivision application goes, yeah, of course, you should absolutely get that relief. That relief shouldn't require you to hire a surveyor, an attorney, have an expert come in, wait for public notice, be threatened with appeals. You know, in wealthier communities, I can guarantee you, doesn't matter the merits at all, you're going to get appealed every single time. Newport is one of the communities I work in. It doesn't matter how much of a straightforward application is. If you're going to impact your neighbor's view, you're going to be in Superior Court for a couple years. Let's sort of remove that pressure a little bit and allow homes to be built in the same way that every other home in the neighborhood already exists. So thank you all very much.